Hello, everyone. I'm back. Welcome once again to the Brony Show. We are at episode 609, and I am your host here to actually be able to talk without huge amounts of coughing. Admittedly, though, there might be a little bit of coughing, so please bear with me if I end up having a few. But I am your host for the Brony Show for this week. I am Circuit Main. And I am also joined by my wonderful crew once again to catch up on ponies for 2 weeks, as well as usher in a new episode for after the holidays, because now we have to get back to normal life. We are joined by DM21.
Speaking of putrid ponies,
Death Leopard. Sorry.
That background is not too pretty.
Aww.
I'll give you a guess. One guess why.
Well, I'm gonna guess that it's a combination of the fact that it's not exactly the tell your tale art style. It's more like somebody's a different art style mishmashed into. It's trying to simulate the CG, but it's the tell your tale coloring. So it's kind of in a weird mixed pattern area that kind of feels vector art that is used for just sales.
That, but most importantly, their eyes.
The eyes have it. And we are also joined by Deathlight Productions.
Hi. I'm
Hi.
alive.
And we're also joined by Textalion.
Who's looking at getting a new couch.
Soakoi.
Who is still in the forge dealing with 3D printing.
And just so you know, we are putting up a billboard for Toakoi. So everybody will know he has a 3D. No, never mind. And we also have Suki from the Otaku Ascended.
Nah, I'm gonna go do laundry. Bye.
Have fun.
See you in a bit.
Nope, there it goes. I hope he made.
Stuff like
I hope he made sure that to put his delicates in the separate wash. Okay, let's get out of
I'll
Don't
put
you
your
mean the
delicates
thing
in
that
a
colors
separate
from-
All right.
All in. Make everything pink.
Alright, okay, everybody. And once again, thank you so much for joining us for another episode. I do want to apologize. Last week, unfortunately, we had a short notice on last week. I actually took ill. I believe it's a cold at this point because it's too late for me to test anything. I realized I probably should have tested about maybe Friday. But, basically it was a ticklish throat that turned into an irritated throat that turned into full-blown, oh my world, my throat is on fire, and nothing else. Really, it was just really bad sore throat and low energy, and then it came up to sniffles for a little while, and now it's just back to the random odd cough as I'm recovering. So, really annoying cold situation, unfortunately. But I seem to be getting better. If I do sound a little bit off because of it, though, or those random coughs, blame it on me.
It's all your fault.
It is all my fault. You might as well call me coughing. I couldn't think of a joke. I was trying to say you might as well call me a Pokemon because I am a coughing or some.
Well, it's better than wheezing.
No, I think I'm going to be getting to that when I'm about 10 years older, and yeah, we're not going to get into that.
I don't know. You could use a little bit of haze.
I
don't
can't.
That you're that optimistic. They're gonna live another 10 years.
I like to be optimistic, especially since I'm still got a huge amount of JRPGs that I want to play through still,
Same, but who has the time to play all the Tailless games before next year?
You know what, considering the fact that I managed to get to the point where I've caught up to the series and I just need to play the Daybreak one, I think it's plausible. Anyway, we're gonna leave all of that aside. We're here for ponies, and boy, are we ready for it! So, unfortunately, we're starting off the new year with no new ponies coming in. Though it looks like Wild Mains is going to be starting up some more episodes here in the next few days, which I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of low-key excited, especially after Tell Your Tale has ended. It's nice to even get a little bit of equine content out there. But of course, even we've already had one series end, and the Brony community didn't stop, and that means we still got plenty of content to talk about. But before we get
We're
into
here
all of
forever, baby.
that, unfortunately, it seems to be the case, and I'm still having fun, so I'm going to be here for a very long time. But until then,
Even if Hasbro goes bankrupt and gone, we'll still be here.
I think that'd actually probably be better in some regards. But we're going to walk away from that. Instead, we're going to talk a little bit about what is going on with our daily lives. And what better way to do that? And wow, they really do keep this maintained. And this is awesome. We're going to do that with a little bit of whoop. Oh. And of course, that means it's time to step up and ask yourself, what's up, Bronies? All right, I'll go ahead and start. I think I might have actually done. I don't recall if I actually mentioned this, but I did recently do this to get ready. I've started not exactly mass production, but next level mead brewing on my side to get ready for Babs. Because BabsCon is coming up very quickly. I mean, screaming quickly. Granted, yeah, there's some other cons that are coming up much, much quicker. But BabsCon is still coming up pretty freaking quickly.
Yeah, well, it's like one of the first ones of the year, so.
Not one of the first ones. There's a different one that's coming up much sooner. But we'll get to that here in just a moment.
Well, I said one of them, so.
Yeah, sure enough. But yeah, no, it's coming.
Aww.
It's coming up in April. We only got what 4 months left? No. How do you math?
Okay.
Yeah,
so
3 months.
this is
I
the
think it's
first
3
month.
months.
February's, yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 months. So yeah, we got about 3 months left, and mead brewing at least takes 6 to 8 weeks to do. So I gotta buckle down. Just, oh my god, I am nowhere near ready. Oh, I'm actually kind of hoping that this batch I'm doing ends up being really good. But anyway, so speaking, yeah, we gotta buckle down. Time is not on our side anymore. So I actually bought some 2-gallon buckets. It's gonna make things a lot easier because I can portion out a lot quicker. Because I don't have to fit everything through a tiny little hole the size of the pour spout of a freaking jug of milk. Seriously, have you ever tried to cram about a pound of fruit into a little tiny hole like that? It's not fun. It takes practice, but it's not fun. I would rather have a big old bucket that I could just dump it in like I'm freaking trying to make a McDonald's secret sauce. But yeah, my time is coming short, but it also means it's time to put up or pony up. It also means we are going to start really getting ready for our plans for BabsCon. If you're going to be going to BabsCon, highly recommend getting things started. Do not delay anymore. Get in there, get things going, get things moving. But yeah, I'm excited. We are getting ready. We are getting ready for BabsCon. I'm still working on the art as normal, and yeah. So other than that, yeah, I was just sick most of the time, and during that time I was watching Games Done Quick, which was really funny to watch. But that's about it. So anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on? Because I got nothing.
Well, speaking of convention and whatnot, I'm having to help organize getting ready for Ponies Online's applications to go out and making sure everything's set on there. So, from the inside of a convention, it's as stressful as trying to prepare to go to one.
I imagine it might be a little bit more because you basically are planning for everybody.
It's
Yeah.
a lot more stressful. You don't sleep for days a lot of the time, especially when you're actually doing the con.
Yeah. But the bright side about being an online convention, it's easier to dedicate and be like, hey, here's the thing, and whatnot, because you can just ping them. Now you have to wait for people to reply, and that's where human nature comes in. And
It's kind of the time that you miss carrier pigeons, where you can just go, okay, now listen, Featherfoot. You must fly across the seas. You must go to the man of griffins. The man known as the Silver of Quill. You must go to him. You must land on his beak. And you must peck him every minute until he corresponds and tells us whether he will be there or not and what panels he will be creating. Go now with much haste. We only have 5 months, and that is nearly never enough time.
And ask him if he'll do the chicken dance.
Yes, he can dance if he wants to, but we cannot leave him behind.
But our friends don't dance, and if we don't dance with her, no friends of mine.
No, I'm just...
He
He can chicken if he wants to, but we cannot pecan behind.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of those things of, this is my time, in addition to prepping for HarmonyCon, is like, okay, coordination time. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah. Anybody else have any other quick what's up ready to throw out there before we go ahead and try to catch up on Insanity?
Well, the stuff for my truck for my Ranger has been delayed until February, so I'm a little bit annoyed about that.
Weather?
I don't know. They just messaged me one day. It's like, it's gonna be delayed until most likely February. I'm like, but I need those stupid wire connectors. That's supposed to keep me from running the stupid truck. I got everything else done now.
Those wire connections makes me happy. And when I'm happy, the cars get built.
When I'm happy, it goes vroom.
Oh, bomb, 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 bomb.
That thing's gonna be hellishly loud. I know this for a fact.
Yeah. All right. Anybody else have any other quick what's up ready to throw out there before we go ahead and move it right along? All right, moving it right along. Let's go ahead.
Fancy free.
Quick shout out first off. I got this on a business card, but I never really checked it out. Apparently, there's a website called the Pony Music Wiki, ponymusic.wiki, and it looks like it still keeps updated because they actually have updated release as of today.
Damn.
So yeah, they definitely keep up.
What?
So yeah, if you really want to go into random, how did I pull that up? All the down. I literally clicked random, and that is the first.
No, it's not pre-planned. It happened. Second.
I didn't say I was.
Close the tab and hit random again. See if it's just telling you something.
See, there we go. The Pegasus sisters. That's nice. Why did I get Punk the Masochist? What? Oh,
The fact
see,
that
there
you
we go.
got something called Dobby Mommy Punk is funny as hell.
And here's sadness, but this kind of also tells you that they basically throw everything they can in here, and yeah, 15,000 results. So yeah, if you really just want to do something random in regards to music, you can literally ponymusic.wiki and pull up a random check and. Yeah,
But
sure.
actually,
Now it's giving me legitimate ones. Like how to freaking get Punk Dobby Mommy. What the hell?
Again, we win. We may have good music, but we're also a bunch of degenerates.
Everybody's a degenerate.
Yeah, if they say
know-
they're not, they're lying.
And if they really aren't, they're still lying. And if anything, they're the worst kind of degenerate. But I'm not getting into that. That's another problem.
Yep.
That's a different problem for a different show. Instead, we're going to be talking about pony conventions. Because what better way to make us all panic than to realize Vancouver's coming up this weekend? So yes, if you are friends in Canada, Vancouver is coming up in just a few short days. So if you haven't made plans yet, you're on your own. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it, but I'm sure that those who are going have already made plans. They're already all set up. And I wish all of you out there who are going to Vancouver a great convention. I hope I hear a lot of great things. Buy some plushies. Especially considering they just had a bunch of them stolen over at Everfree, and I was the only one that bought one, and it ended up making me a fugitive for a little while. Seriously, buy some plushies. They're really awesome plushies, and okay, wow. This is gonna be a show, isn't it?
Well, I didn't know you had more lung in there.
I'm as surprised as you are. But yes, Vancouver, check it out if you're going. If you're going, check it out. If you're local, check it out. Have fun. But if you're not, if you're US, you still have HarmonyCon, which is coming up in 2.5 weeks, which is why we have CMC slowly losing his mind. We have Toa Koi, who's already gone, and Winchester and Rainey, and I don't know who else is going over there, but a lot of the Wednesday crew are going to HarmonyCon, which is going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. I can't go because I don't have the money or the time, mostly both. But
you're choosing Babs over Harmony because it's the last Babs.
It really is the last Babs. So after this Babs, I'll have a whole nother year to start saving up and preparing for Harmony. So next year I will be going to HarmonyCon, which is going to be exciting because it'll be nice to go to a convention in a different area, in a different state, and actually get another state under my belt.
Oh, you're going to love it down there. The train station from the airport is right there, and you can easily just walk into the hotel via a tunnel.
Secret tunnel? No, I'm kidding. Okay.
No, actually, it is a secret tunnel. I didn't know there was a tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. Okay. And of course, after that, we don't get another convention until the Festival of Friendship, which is 2.5 months away. Or 9 weeks, 4 days, if you want to be specific. And yep, then the convention wheels start rolling, and oh wow, Pony's on.
Yep.
Yeah, that is coming up pretty fast here, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah.
Man, look at that con. I mean, that convention is really coming up quickly. I mean, my God, do you have time to... Okay, I'm just messing at this point. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay. But now let's go ahead and get into the news. All of this news is brought to you by Random Links. I mean that in slight seriousness, because unfortunately all of the news tabs got closed out during the week of sickness, so now I'm having to open them up one at a time here. Starting off with more pony stuff coming from Caillou. In this case, friendship badges. So, wow, Caillou is really getting on a kick about making pony stuff.
So they have pony swag.
They got lots of pony swag. In this case, they're coming out with full-on badges. And it looks like they're kind of basing it kind of a little bit off of a Harry Potter or magic motif. Let's see if we can... I mean, you obviously got the obvious Harry Potter reference in regards to Twilight
Harry
Sparkle.
Sparkle.
Yep. But then you got a Fluttershy in a wizard outfit, Rarity in an outfit.
No, Twilight Potter.
Okay, so...
Can we call it Twatty Spotty? Twatty Spot.
Okay,
Twatty Spotty, the
Twilight
pony
Harry.
who cried.
Twilight is definitely Harry. I want to say Fluttershy is Hermione and Red is Ron.
No, the Fluttershy Rarity is Hermione. Fluttershy is Ron.
No, you got it all wrong. Fluttershy is Neville.
Oh!
Man.
Twilight
So,
is
let's just
Hermione
go with
is
Silly
about
and go
freaking
Applejack is Ron.
Anyway, we're gonna move on here. But yeah, you can see they got different badge things going on. They got the different characters in wizarding outfits, quote unquote. And here's a fun one. Apparently, they also have them in magic hats. So yeah, have fun with that one, fan artists. I mean, look, seriously, Applejack's almost looks like a top hat for a second there. And of course, you got the character badges there. So, really cool little magic badge thing going on with Caillou there. So yeah, that's a really cool thing that'll be really cool to check out and see if any of them come stateside. But it really is amazing how quickly they're coming up with stuff. Next, It's time to get your lo-fi on. Now, the one sucky thing about being part of the Brony community for so long is so many cool things come and go. One of them was there was an awesome little lo-fi radio station that was going on for some time, but unfortunately they shut down some time ago as well. But now another has come to kind of pick up the slack. Somebody has developed an Equestrian Evenings lo-fi music set up here. It's an hour-long video with just lo-fi tunes. Yeah, awesome little lo-fi Twilight Sparkle going on there. Which I like. I like this. Just, it's nice, it's atmospheric. Really gives that lo-fi girl feeling. And, you know, sometimes you just need a little bit of good lo-fi music while you're reading, you're writing, you're arting. You're going through an horrible cesspit of demons and destruction, flinging spells at you as fireballs come screaming. You hear the bat's cries. Like, not today. Pull out the shotgun, blast it. It's like, oh, I got that with a $15 microtransaction. And then you realize, and then you question your reality as you question your reality as you just went into this amazing medieval game and then bought a shotgun for $15. You wonder what has become of you, what has become of gaming, and then you start a podcast. So yeah, this can be really inspirational.
Twilight in a bun with a white nosy and a white belly that's quite unique.
Yeah.
Good way to try to avoid copyright.
And you got a little taste of that nice little sweet lo-fi going on there. Just don't do yourself... never mind, you can't see it. Let's go ahead and move on. Alright, next. Who's ready for plushies? Well, I'm ready for plushies.
I want the Spike one, and I'm thinking maybe getting a CMC and Octavia, but I'll see.
All right. Well, yep. As Toa has alluded to, the plushies are incoming, and boy, are there a lot of them. It looks like a load of symbiote plushies have come out, and it wasn't just one at a time. This was a shotgun. You got a full load of Sea Cutie Mark Crusaders. Got an Octavia, random Octavia. You also got the Spike plushie, and why does it look like Spike's cheek is kind of bloated out there? Spike!
He has a toothache.
Spike, no, you're not supposed to get the mumps yet. And of course you got Princess Celestia. Because if you got the Luna, you obviously got to get Sunbutt in there with him.
There it is. Both opposite coins, opposite sides of the coin. You gotta have one. You can't have one without the other.
Yep. And just to give you a little, got a little bit more of a rundown here. That now that they're up and available, of course, Octavia will set you back about $30. Celestia will be a $50 princess because she deserves that much money. She even comes with a crown. Spike, of course, is a $20 easy payoff. And the Cutie Mark Crusaders come in a 3-pack for $50. Which makes me curious. Can you buy them separately, or is it you have to get all three?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was all three only.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but I'm checking right now, actually. So it's fun to check this because you can also see that a lot of ponies are still here and available. Of course, they got more. They finally got more in of Twilight Sparkle, both unicorn and alicorn types. Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Applejack, Rarity, Sunset, Sweetie Drop, Starlight.
But when I'm seeing the CMC, only a set.
Yep. And unfortunately, if you get Octavia, you will... Oh, wow, they only have the... Wow, did they really only have the single Cuddle Lyra? Oh, well, yeah. Huh. That's funny. But, oh, and it looks like if you were missing the other ones, they are planning on getting more of them in late February. Though it looks like the lounging ponies didn't quite do so well, which is kind of a shame, but I'm glad I got the Twilight Sparkle then while I did. And, oh, that's funny. Luna is actually $40 and Celestia is $50. Celestia is the more expensive princess.
Oh, you also could create the vinyl Octavia ship.
Well, yeah, but you're going to have to do that. You get
Of course,
Octavia.
Sunbud would be $10 more. She has more masks to cover.
Oh!
But
He comes in on the hot wire. Okay, here's some fun. Let's see. Tell Your Tale special. The Tell Your Tale special 2 has been released. This, of course, is the last animated work that was leaked. So it is fully animated. It's missing parts though, music, sounds, some cleanup. So it is still really, really rough, but it is animated. And oh wow, I'm actually a little bit surprised. I thought it got taken down. So it's still available. It's still available. I recommend getting it as soon as you can, because there's no saying when it's going to be taken down. But yes, this is essentially the last fully officially animated Tell Your Tale we're ever going to see.
which stinks, but
It stinks, but it's not surprising considering they canceled Tell Your Tale. And the fact that we even got this is amazing in itself, because there's a potential that we never would have. But yes, this one deals with another world for a short amount of time, and a new bunny tribe.
They're multiplying.
They are multiplying. And they're vicious too.
They have magic.
So anyway, yeah, if you are curious and you want to check it out, please be sure to do so, and do it as soon as possible. If you want to download it, do that even sooner than possible. And yep. So
Wait, was the first special released some time ago?
it was a little bit time. It was some time ago, yeah. But it's when they had that whole boardwalk thing created. Now, moving right along here, a little bit of a flash from the past, but still pretty cool. And somebody has made a Blender animation for an old school song. This one, of course, was the song of the New Lunar Republic from Not a Clever Pony. Somebody took that song and has made a nice little background, including the old insignia for the Lunar Republic. Now, of course, those of you who are late into the fandom, didn't see the early fandom, the big thing that was going on at the time was people being on the side of either Luna or Celestia. You basically had people swearing fealty to either the Lunar Republic or the Solar Empire. And you also had the Twilight fans, the Starlight... Well, I don't think Starlight had the fandom.
No, Starlight wasn't a part of it.
No, Cadence was,
yeah,
though.
Trixie and Cadence, yeah.
Was it Trixie? I thought it was Chrissy. The Changelings.
It might have... That was after a while.
Yeah.
There were newer ones, but...
Yeah.
I remember for a while that there was also a subsect for Trixie.
Oh, well, yeah, no, they were the Trixie fans regardless. But she didn't exactly have her own empire. She just had a fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm old. I know the trend.
We do. And to give you an idea of how old we are, the original one for the new... This is the original one that this is based off of. 13 years old!
Yeah.
And I remember this.
You started the show in what, 2011?
I'd rather not talk about it. So,
Good.
but I do like this because you get this awesome music and you just get all of these meme images that you don't see as much anymore now, which is a shame.
I was there before the ink even dried. Do not dare tell me how wit.
I was there before there were more than 2 princesses.
I'm trying to remember the full quote of that. It was just some really passionate speech from an old guy.
Don't quote the ancient magics to me, you bitch. I was there when they were written.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was actually it was a Lion Witch and Wardrobe, I think, actually.
It was a big speech though. Like it gone off like a paragraph or two.
It probably did, and you got it boiled down to the high point, which
Yeah.
sorry.
An extra level of you're old.
Here's another. Here, how about a little bit of new stuff then? Top Brony music for December 2024 has been released. Once again, highly encourage people to check this out, especially if you want to know about some of the good music that has come out from either old artists that are still jumping in on this or new artists that are starting to bring in their talents. But yeah, you get a nice little mix of everything, and it is honestly so worth checking this out. So yeah, please, I cannot encourage you enough. See, horse is good and stuff. Seriously, it's awesome. Check out the Brony music. So now it's time for the new stuff that came out last week. We have Party Time pony figures that were announced once again over in China. This time it's not Caillou, it's Funism. But of course, when you want party figures, why not just make them all punk?
There you go.
So yep, nothing but Pinkie Pie party figures. It's literally all Pinkie.
24/7, y'all.
All the time.
All punkage all the time. You know, it kind of makes it even more funny that we got the punk Dommy Mommy earlier in the show now.
See, it knew what was coming and decided to prepare you for it.
It did. It absolutely prepared me. But yeah, these figures really do look great. They look like they're a lot of fun, and I'm going to bet money that they're probably about $15 a pack and coming from blind boxes. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so prepare yourself if you're going to go after these. But they do look like they're an absolute hoot, and I would not blame you for wanting to get some. Now, who's ready for sad news?
Oh no.
Oh, I've dealt with enough this year already.
Well, too bad. Here comes another one. Well, it may not be quite as sad, but it's still not unexpected. Friendship is Magic is set to leave Netflix by the end of the month.
There's only one season left there anyway, so...
That's why I said it's not exactly like traumatic news, but it still kind of sucks. And it was 4 seasons, but it still sucks.
Yeah.
Well, one season in my area.
Oh, wow, that's even sucky.
Yeah, but he's in Canada.
No, yeah, you're right. So, yeah, a lot of suckage all over.
So much.
But yeah, this is an all and out gone. All worldwide of Generation 4 will be leaving Netflix. So even your VPN can't save you now.
It tried mightily, but even it can fail.
Instead, remember, high seas exist, and there are DVD sellers that sell interesting copies that still technically work and are region free.
Well, only up to season 8.
No, you can even get season 9.
Yeah.
They're not official, though.
You know, your best friends with the paper bags, yeah.
Yeah, they're with the rollout table and the really questionable covers that are obviously made from a really cheap printer.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of.
They're great. I love them people. They always give me interesting stuff.
I'd easily go after them. Period. I mean, if you can't get the stuff by legal physical means, I'll get it through questionable physical means. Because
you are.
I want my Megas XLR.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
want my Megas XLR.
Oh,
God damn, dude.
You should get his other show, like Motor City, something. I forget the full title, but it also did a similar fate to Megas.
But yeah, seriously, if you want to get the first 7 seasons, though, Shout Factory. Absolutely go to Shout Factory. They do still have them available. I don't want your cookies.
They're on sale.
So yeah, they're on sale. They're pretty nicely discounted. You can get some of the seasons for like $16. Well, the first few seasons for $16, and then the rest of them are just like $27, $28, which is still a bit of a mark, but it's not so bad. It's a few dollars less than it used to be, but you can get all the way up to 7. And these are the official releases. Hopefully, maybe if we're lucky, they'll sell enough they can get 8 and 9 finally. Though I'm not holding my breath on that one either. But there are ways. There's still ways to pony. It's just annoying that another avenue is gone. All right.
Is season 9 still on Amazon?
Probably. I think Amazon still has all of the seasons, but you have to like buy them either per season or per episode. And I'd rather just get physical copies. But that's a me thing. Mostly because I don't. Anyway, that gets into whole other.
That goes into a lot of stuff that we don't have time for.
So, as I mentioned, Tell Your Tale is now out. 100% of animated content. It does not mean that we don't have animatic content still that it can be uncovered.
Oh, the bunny from the special too.
Yep. So it looks like Doc Anubis is still going to be throwing out a few more things. So we still got animatic content. So of course this also means that it's going to be very sketchy looking. It's going to give you a rough idea of how things were supposed to go. But you can at least get a general idea of how the stories were going to be, including just kind of how rough the three pony kingdoms were before they finally got their acts together. Including how traumatized Big Mama was. I mean, wow. She had to deal with a lot. It really sucks. And apparently, we also got the latest Tumblr boy, Tumblr. I don't know. Another pony that people are fawning over, but we'll get to that later, maybe eventually.
Tumblr Sex Man.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So, getting over to Sexy Man. Here's a bunch of ponies. No, that was terrible. Open Pony over in Second Life once again celebrated New Year's. And of course they did it with what you always do in Second Life, a fashion show.
Just as you do.
Actually, I'm not going to lie, this is kind of interesting. With the way that they have these cameras and how everything is styled, it almost looks like 3D figures that were posed to set up to look a certain way when they're getting these shots in. I mean, it actually is.
Whispered naughty little things to your ear.
It's really cool looking in its own way. I actually dig it. I absolutely dig it. Because remember, these are actually animated figures. Granted, they probably look a little bit more jankier when they're actually moving around. But in these still shots, they definitely hold up rather well.
Well, as we learned with the Roblox, the other show, so it definitely is a little bit jank, but it's also very workable.
Yeah. No, on the thing that these really remind me of are like early PlayStation games when you get these like CG character images, and then when they get them imposed into the game, it's like a pixelated garbage mess. It's really interesting. It's hard to describe.
So
it's nostalgic. It's really nostalgic to me.
Like.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Okay, I might have to.
The reason why a lot of old video games just had to do all the rendering as a video, and then for the cutscenes, and then just have the standard render for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you got those 3D renders for the background in a lot of games that look really, really good, but the character models are like really blocky.
People that were able to make old video games look amazing, they are just techno wizards.
Yeah.
They know how to manipulate your mind, going, yes, that's a full 3D thing out there. It's a 2D panel.
Yeah, no,
that's really good.
Really good. Art is amazing. Yeah,
lost on us.
It is lost on us because it's not necessary anymore. But at the same time, it really you wish it was still.
Yeah.
You really wish it was still necessary because
I say it kind of is because they keep making bigger and bigger games, but they don't use those old techniques. So then those video games that they make are like 200 gigabytes now. It's like, my poor computer.
My poor computer. Anyway, getting back on track here. Alright, let's see. And, who's ready for something extremely expensive for pony collectors?
You mean
What
more
else is
expensive
new?
than the Flutter Viking?
Not that expensive, but this one is mass-produced expensive, which is a different kind of expensive.
Oh no, collectible coins.
Collectible coins. Over in New Zealand, and the Agora website, they have created a Blue Bell collectible coin. And once it translates into US dollars, it is $239 US for this coin.
Well,
300 here, damn.
What is the material made out of, or is it just stamped steel?
God, I don't know. Oh, 2 ounce 999 fine silver.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah,
There's
no,
only 500 of them.
apparently there's only 500 in existence too. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Because I'm like, if it's just a thing of stamped steel, nah, forget it. But
Yeah.
if it's actually made out of silver, I'm like, okay, that's more understandable.
That is definitely a little more understandable, but that is still wild to get. I mean, could you imagine getting something like that and just like 10 years down the line, silver goes up in price? It's just like, yeah, I'm going to sell my pony for go ahead and melt it down.
Yep, you're gonna melt my horse.
Just melt my horse for money. Oh, God. All right, final little thing in the news here. Scholastic, My Little Pony Best Friends Forever fold-out book has been revealed from Scholastic. I mean, jeez, really? Okay.
Wow, you did a great job there with your with the sentencing.
Yeah. But, yeah, no,
Scholastic is still a thing?
apparently it is, and I hope the book fairs are still a thing, because I'm sure that these would be in those book fairs.
I was too poor to go to the book fairs.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it would be such a trip to actually just have a book fair, even for a book fair for adults one day, just to actually go into a book fair like that and just have fun.
I'm willing to bet if you did that at a convention, it's gonna be packed all day long.
Yeah.
Well, they
Yeah,
kind of
I've
did.
seen
They did something similar with Twilight's Book Nook, but that was more just like a bookstore than a actual. Yeah, there's something different about a book fair as opposed to a bookstore
But-
kind of thing.
As we've seen, with the Blockbuster thing, it's yeah.
Yeah, it could definitely get interesting. Yeah, if you do it right. Anyway, this one also brings a lot of things into question, because you can also see that the it has Sunny and Izzy facing very close to each other for some reason,
And then you
Look,
get
kids are a
And then
couple.
the keys.
and then they kiss.
Celebrate friendship with Sunny and Izzy.
But yeah, this is one of those fun little books that they tell you a story and you get to take the figures, fold out the pages, and have them standing around.
Oh no.
Yeah. All that.
Oh no, our friends are made of 2D paper. What do we do to rescue them?
No. I have a better one. Izzy, how did you do that? Oh, I saw the plucky squire and I said I could do that, and we're here.
Oh, the Plucky Squire. That game had so much potential.
No, I think you got it kind of wrong. It'd be Izzy. How did you do that? I mean, look at those cheeks. She's obviously holding nuts in her mouth.
She found her nuts.
She's hoarding them like a
credit.
squirrel. I wanted those
Credit.
3D nuts so badly.
She's not a spitter.
We're moving on now. Alright, and with that, we have reached our way through the news. Huzzah! Which also means it is now time for our content creation. And that includes our challenge of the week. And of course, that means every week, or at least 2 weeks ago, we issue out a challenge. We tell people, we love you. We want to challenge you. We want you to create artistic expression, whether by drawing, painting, music, writing stories, however you express yourself. We want you to do it. We want you to submit that work. And we even give you a little prompt to encourage you. And of course, we have the challenge of the week, which is also randomly chosen by all of you, our wonderful viewers. And this one was totally proper use of fireworks. But along with that, we also have our pre-show crew who decide we need to add a little spice, a little pizzazz. We need to dump some maple syrup onto this buttery waffle confection of a challenge.
Ah, yes, the spiciest thing known to man, maple syrup.
Well, hot honey mustard. That has absolutely nothing, and I am so sorry. That had nothing to do with maple syrup at all.
Anyways,
You put hot mustard, don't you, Circuit?
I was trying to go for hot honey, but hot honey and maple syrup aren't anywhere near each other. It'd be like hot maple syrup, spicy maple syrup.
I do know that they make like hot sauces that have a maple syrup base to them,
Yeah.
or not base, but like maple syrup as an ingredient.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works out. I'm not that adventurous to try those.
They probably
There's
just
some hot sauces that have honey in it, and oh my god, they're amazing.
it's probably just to add that sweet kick to a spice. It plays off of each other, so it can really accentuate the spice as opposed to just
That makes
destroying
sense.
you. Yeah.
Kind of like a mango curry almost.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Damn, I haven't had mango curry in so long. It's so
Same.
good.
I'd very thought about like, oh.
so to provide us our maple curry here, we have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Protest Initiative Challenge this week was make something for a friend. For your friend.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
You have friends?
I mean, we're not
Yeah,
co-workers, so
holy.
we have to be friends.
I know nothing. I just know that I was following along the links through the news and got lost in the Symbiote Studios list there. If you look at the current outfit thing and just see how Shovel Knight puts on the pony socks.
I didn't.
He puts
like-
them on his horns.
Beautiful.
That is silly beyond all
That is-
reason.
That is actually amazing.
They're
Where's
horn.
the funny
They're horn
pride on his
warmers.
helmet?
Alright, give me a quick second. I'm pulling that up here real fast. Totally not stalling. I swear I'm not.
No. We're a professional group that don't stutter or anything at all. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love it.
It's even more amazing because you have to question where are the other two, because these are ponies socks, and that means there's 4 of them. So if those two are
Well,
there,
they're not all posing with all of the items.
Yeah, I know. I'm being dumb. I mean, look at it. We got the elephant.
So the
with the
others
stuff.
have to be on the shovel.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I mean, heck, even Fluttershy is missing the hat that's supposed to be going with the ensemble.
Well, it'd mess up her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
And no.
what? Okay, so we had our challenge and our protest challenge, and I admit that since I was sick, I didn't exactly have a lot of great time to work on that, along with other things that I was working on. So I scrambled to finally get the things I had done to get to work on it. And I literally, in the 11th hour, I made this.
Yo, that's great.
Way to go, Space Cowboy.
Space Cowboy.
I won't lie to you. Getting to see him getting rocketed out and the hoof looking right had to be the hardest thing I ever did in my life. I do not know how I couldn't get. I was just having the hardest time with getting the proportions and positions proper, and I mean even now I could see some mistakes I made. I didn't know if I needed to collapse in the neck, if I needed to show a little bit of the neck there because it's supposed to be the arm that's hooked down, and oh god, just everything about that drove me mad, and I did not have time to really work on it.
Hey, I can almost see napalm from here. Circuit, what's my next idea?
Yeah. And I just realized the only reference we have of you has no. I don't have any idea what your iris color is supposed to be. So I think this is like the third different iris color I've given you.
Oh, I don't really care what the iris color is. You can keep it there.
So his eyes are ever changing.
At this
Yes.
point, yeah.
Which
You know
means
what?
we can
I have
make the
never-
sclera a different color as well, right?
Hey, I have color changing bulbs on my porch, so why not ever changing color eyes?
Well, I guess that's your go ahead. Go nuts on the eyes.
Give him the most crazy eyes you can imagine.
Googly eye tech.
I mean
Fucking ladies.
in all honesty.
Eyes.
In all honesty, this is the reference image we have in our OC gallery for everybody. and you just have like that.
Aren't you glad I
Okay.
have big, comprehensive ref sheets for my characters?
Yeah,
Sclera is white.
yeah. Okay, the Scalera is white, but we got just the white and the pupils, and that is it.
Yeah,
It's
sorry
you're
about that,
staring into
Circuit.
my soul.
No, it's okay. It's just funny as all out that we literally don't have an idea of what his irises are supposed to be. So we're just making up random colors now at this point. But yep. So big joke. Basically, I attached him. I gave him a rocket, a firework rocket, and helped him get to helping him get to Napon. Because I'm sure he's always wanted to go to Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Nippon.
Yep.
You know, cheapest way of travel.
Yeah. Cheapest way of travel? Rocket. That's why Trixie does rockets all the time.
Exactly.
Rocket power.
I thought that's just because Trixie doesn't trust wheels.
Well, that's part of it.
Are there any wheels on a rocket?
Depends on your definition.
Rocket boat. Problem solved.
Rocket
Alright.
bear.
All right, and
You don't trust no wheels for travel.
All right, and just making sure. Okay, so we also had Commander something who created something really cool during the holiday weekend before I got sick. Of course, got CMC that was enjoying his New Year's fireworks.
Whee!
In his own way.
All the anime swirl glasses.
Yep. Great. Big thank you to Commander something. Then we have, you know, I have no idea on this one.
Go to
Peppermint,
the next one. Because the previous one was low resolution. So I
Right.
did. See what I mean?
Yeah, that's why what.
Peppermint running tab.
Because it was the Peppermint Bach low resolution.
Oh, I get it. Peppermint bark. Okay, yeah. We also CMC also had their colored in version of the CMC Booper.
The boop
Nice.
Jojo.
You have already been booped.
Yeah, that was a surprising Christmas gift, and then there was color to it.
Whoa.
And another fun one, like I said, I've been trying to post on on my Tumblr again to encourage me to work on art. One of my more recent ones that I'm actually going through a lot of old questions to answer them. One of the prompt literally was just, you know, why don't you post what the challenge was for your art? And I'm guessing I didn't post what the prompt was for the art challenge in some of my earlier works, but I decided to have fun with it. And so in this case, I'm just like, well, now my biggest challenge has been consistent. And with that, and this is amazing. I drew up the Sweetie Belle in, it should have been 5 minutes, but those swirls drove me mad. I had to go back and forth a few times just to get the concept of the swirls down, so they at least made somewhat of a sense. So that took me more like 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay,
And then, but the rest of it was just a quick slapdash, and I made sure to keep it as janky as possible without being not janky and not without being too janky. So it's just a
Acknowledge me, father.
so it's just a joke. Acknowledge me, father.
I was gonna bring that up. That's so hilarious.
Skirting the edge of super jank.
Yeah, it's just I just got her like janky looking, a lot of things that I didn't do, and just really deformed, and then just like acknowledge me, father. And apparently, a lot of people got a chuckle out of that.
Well, it's funny.
Yeah, it is really funny. So, and of course, we had the training ground, artist training ground alumni, which was just draw a pony that's tired. So I got hit, you know, tired after, you know, getting up early after partying and tired. You know, basically, you partied all of New Year's Eve, and now you got to go to work the next day, and you are just wiped. So just drew a really tired hitch. And then I was sick.
Save this.
And then I was sick. I was sick for a while. And when I started getting better, I started to work on the next question. Which the question was, are you a pony? Literally, the Tumblr question was, are you a pony?
No.
So I immediately decided, well, yeah. But what if I made fun of that fact? So we have Circuit experiencing an existential crisis. Then I'm like, what would be funnier? What would actually increase this? Let's make Circuit a furry.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, is Circuit a bunny?
Actually, that's supposed to be a carbuncle.
Banui.
I mean,
He's a
you
bunny
do rock the
boy.
carbuncle
But
in the
if you ever
icon,
look
so
at a carbuncle and a bunny, you can see a lot of similarities. So I don't blame you for hitting that. I won't lie, I had the hardest time with the muzzle on this. The muzzle and the mouth really killed me. I got the face, I got the ears, everything else was down pretty quickly. The muzzle and the nose, the mouth, all of that drove me mad.
Circuit, I'm not gonna hit that. What do you think I am?
Anyway, the big joke is he's looking at a fur house mirror.
I get it.
Yes. So, yeah, that is the entire joke. He is just looking at a funhouse mirror that turns him into a furry while he's having an existential crisis. So, yeah, that's the joke.
Good on you for not taking the bait.
You know what? I just sat here for the last minute trying to figure out how to work in the Game Grumps Carbuncle aided self-reference. I couldn't.
Actually, there is a way you could do it, but I'm pretty sure that's going to put us into X-rated territory.
Let's
Not
move
safe
right
for
along.
Circuit.
And finally, we got a nice little bit of art here just now from Toakoi.
I got a CMC and I've got a rocket strapped to my back. Help!
I'm not gonna. Yeah, you know what? Funny thing is, I initially wanted to do the rocket with you attached to it, but not the way I did with the. What I actually wanted you to be tied up in the rocket rope, and being launched off with it. But I didn't have time to really do it because I would have to draw your full body wrapped up in rope, and I did not have the time for that. So that's why I ended up with tech.
Version.
Well, I mean, the reason I would launch him is because it's Toa the robot.
Yeah, because remember, I can be killed as many times as the robot. I
Nah.
can just be rebuilt.
I'm just gonna smile and nod. Smile and nod.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Wait, you're strapped to a rocket. Rockets explode.
Anyway, this doesn't look. The funny thing is that this doesn't quite look like you're carrying CMC. It looks like you're carrying a CMC plush somewhere. You just you're hanging on this plushie for dear life as you're rocketing through space.
Plushie,
The plushie goes.
CMC's just on something. He's having a good time. You know how it goes.
So, I hope somebody gets a picture of this. That is still pretty funny though. But yep, that's all of the fun, amazing art that we got over the holiday weekend and the recovery weekend. But now it means it's time for the wheel. Every week, we ask for your prompts, we ask for your thoughts, we ask for your ideas. Everybody gets one that we can put onto here. And we ask and say, what should we draw? Or what should we put in as a challenge? Not just for drawing. For maybe writers out there that want to write a story and need something inspirational to go with. Or maybe somebody who actually downloaded a brand new music thing out of a Humble Bundle that had a bunch of different applications for no reason other than the fact that they just wanted to charge you $10 for it. But you just want to make some music with it anyway. Or maybe you found out about a funny little character that you can use in VR chat and you want to make a script, a video script, and you just need a prompt to go with it. Any reason is there. Artistic expression, fun and enjoyment. And boy, oh boy, we are getting a lot of stuff here. We got Superpone, Holiday Illness, Legally Distinct. Why are you saying you can't show my history? I'm copy pasting. Legally Distinct Pony Products. So much to do and the con is tomorrow. Remember, everybody gets a chance to put in a prompt if you want to. You can go ahead and put in a prompt right now. Just go ahead, put it right in. Everybody gets one. You only get one, but everybody gets that one. Go ahead and put it in here and now. Just going to double check a couple of quick things here. Alright, and I'm going once.
Yeah, why not?
Dry age goodness. Oh, is that?
I watched the steak video, okay?
No. It's just funny because I got like a giant box of thing of those salamis and cheeses that you can get from the store, but you don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Hillshire, I think. It's like the giant Hillshire a box of like crackers and meats and cheeses, and got like one of those for Christmas. So I got a bunch of dry age goodness, but I can't let it sit too long because it does have a limit. All right, looks like we got all of our prompts in, so we're going to go ahead and give it a shuffle. Oh wait, we got a yay archivers. Hold on.
Gotta yay them.
Yay, archivers.
Hooray.
Just watching the wheel slowly spin.
Yippee.
Yippee. Okay, it looks like they stopped. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and give it a spin now. Superpone. Faster than a speeding internet. More powerful than whatever you ate from Taco Bell the night before. Able to walk through tall buildings in a single door. It's Superpone.
Fluffier than the fluffiest alpaca.
Actually, I like that one. Yeah. That did not... okay, I'm just going to type the second. Superpone. But we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
That's right, y'all. The Protest Initiative Challenge this week is... unwanted advertising.
God, don't I know that one.
That is too real.
Way too real.